The national capital, Delhi, has undergone tremendous changes in the past few years. Some changes are for the better, and some not so desirable. There is congestion on the roads, pollution in the air, and generally, life is somewhat tension-ridden. The NCR region, or the National Capital Region on the other hand, is proving to be a silver lining for those looking to have a better quality of life and living. And the KW Srishti, the upcoming housing complex from the prestigious and established K-World Group, is certainly the best of choices available to buyers. Here's a bird's-eye 3D panoramic view of the 998 dwelling unit housing complex, offering flats in 8 categories to suit all pockets and plans, from 1 BHK to penthouses, which is spread over a sprawling 41,000 odd square meters of land. KW Srishti is architecturally modern and structurally strong, earthquake-resistant group of multi-story towers that have been placed in a spacious and functional plan, where 80% of the area is open with landscaped greens. One of the greatest advantages of the KW Srishti is its strategic location. Within 10 minutes or less than 4 kilometers are the railway station, bus stand, schools like GD Goenka School, colleges like IMT Ghaziabad, hospitals such as Narendra Mohan Hospital. And to reach all these locations, imagine the advantage of being at 0 kilometers from the 6-lane signal-free highway. At less than half an hour driving distances are the metro stations of Anand Vihar and Dilshad Garden. While Noida is 15 kilometers away, the Meerut T-point is just 5 kilometers and Mohan Nagar at a mere 7 kilometers distance. Connaught Place and New Delhi railway stations are within 45-minute drives through wide and well-managed roads. The location, however, is just the beginning of the good life beckoning you at KW Srishti. For a closer look, a 3D walkthrough of the entire complex will give us a better idea of its highlights on offer. Here we are, driving on the open and wide main road as we arrive at the front part of Srishti, with a separate gate. And as we enter the gate, we arrive at the convenience shopping arcade to cater to all daily needs within the housing complex, with its own dedicated parking. Turning left and moving along the Type 1 and 2 flats in multi-story towers with parking in stilts under them, we notice a well-designed park adorning the middle. This animation moves us from the parking to run along the practice cricket pitch, and the following 3D drives us to face the front block with its shopping arcade. Before we move to the main block of KW Srishti, here is the layout of the housing block as we zoom into the main block itself. This is an animated drive on the dividing road between the front block and the main block of KW Srishti, with its tree-lined open areas. Entering the gate, we are welcomed by beautiful parks on both sides, facing the housing towers, with stilts for parking. Turning left, we can view the amphitheatre in the front park. This animation shows the parking lot of the clubhouse and its entry gate. The clubhouse, with best of facilities for games like billiards and cards, a reading room, TV lounge, community hall, steam and sauna, and separate gyms for men and women, facilities which help the families here live the good life. And the good life continues at KW Srishti as this animation shows us the tennis court with a viewer seating gallery, which overlooks a sprawling landscaped park with designer water bodies as its highlight. The 3D further moves to arrive at the amphitheatre, constructed for the benefit of the residents, their functions and parties. Let's go on a slow drive from one of the internal roads to view some of the residential towers around them. And this drive brings us to the well-designed swimming pool, expected to be a favourite with the children and families. Take a look at another of the remarkable 3Ds as we move from one of the internal roads adjoining a water body to one of the landscaped parks. With its amazing sit-outs to prove our point. Beautification at KW Srishti is best brought out by this animated run-through on this green flower-bedecked park, a common feature throughout this pleasant housing complex. This animation shows us the children's park, with slides and swings, adjoining nursery school, and jogging tracks for the fitness freaks. The housing complex also has a yoga centre. Parking problems will never beset residents of KW Srishti. Open parking, stilts are further backed by underground parking, as can be seen in this animation as we pass by the pool. More evidence of ample parking availability is seen here, as also of the good life as we drive by a badminton court located between two towers. Having a look at the exteriors and the facilities, you may be itching to look at the interiors. This animation shows us the flats with their balconies. Even as we move closer, passing by lifts, and walking up the stairs to look over the open spaces at KW Srishti, a sight to behold. Entering a sample home, in this case a Type 4 2 BHK premium apartment, we find that the interior of the flats are actually the icing on the cake at KW Srishti. They are spacious and functional, with top quality material and finishing. A spacious living room with an adjoining dining hall, both with branded vitrified tiles, and a functionally well-placed kitchen will make living here a pleasure. The daily chore of kitchen work for the lady of the house will turn pleasant with a granite platform, ceramic tiles both on the floor and walls, stainless steel sink and cupboard on the wall. The master bedroom with its wooden flooring is open and spacious with a full cupboard and a balcony facing a beautiful park or open spaces. The second bedroom too has been well designed, allowing both privacy and openness as the balcony invites fresh air into the room when you need it. The third bedroom, which we have presented here as the children's room, has similar openness and will provide a wide movement berth to the occupants instead of being congested that often occurs in bedroom units in metro towns. In short, each aspect has been planned meticulously for both functional smoothness and living pleasure, like the power backup and RO plant for each house. The GDA-approved KW Srishti is on freehold land with top-of-the-line 24/7 manned and closed-circuit TV monitoring security, adequate lifts for each tower, landscaped greens, jogging tracks firefighting systems, rainwater harvesting, water bodies for relief and beautification, party lawns, and even internet connectivity. KW Srishti is brought to you from the house of K-World Group. Driven by technology and client satisfaction as their goals, an experienced team manages the companies and their projects within the cost and schedule completed. Take for example, Engineers Park at Greater Noida, inclusive of flats, duplex houses and some plots. Or for that matter, the Royal Court at Gurgaon, opposite Medicity. A super deluxe apartment complex, the Royal Court is one of the most sought-after housing complexes for the rich and famous of this global IT city. The ongoing projects of the K-World Group include the Madhyam Planet at Greater Noida and the unique K-World Jewellery Mall at Karol Bagh, Delhi. With bigger and better projects under consideration, the group is rapidly striding towards being among the leading lights of Indian real estate companies. Given the quality, facilities and planning of KW Srishti, along with the credibility and track record of the promoters, don't wait too long to take a call on your big decision. The flats on offer are rather limited, and so it's imperative you get in touch at the soonest at the address and numbers given below.